folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I was going to do a kind of TBR. I'm going to do the closest thing to TBR you're going to get from me. So holidays are coming up. I'm working up to and including Christmas Eve. I don't finish work till 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve. That is 9 p.m, which sucks. But after that, I'm not in work until the 10th, which is... Oh guys, I can't tell you how much I am looking forward to that time off. I'm travelling down to my parents on the 25th, the morning of the 25th, and I'm going to be there till just after New Year. So travelling back up north about the 2nd or 3rd-ish. But between Christmas and New Year, I have unlimited reading time. I'm going home to spend time with a family of readers and gamers. We're an antisocial bunch, my family, but it suits us really nicely. And yeah, I was like, well, what books do I bring? I've got a certain amount of overlap between me and my parents, but my mum reads a heck of a lot more romance than I do. That's predominantly what she reads, paranormal romance, which I'm fond of every now and then. But so for the past month, I've been going, oh, what books do I bring? What books do I bring? I've got a little selection of books to show you. So I can't guarantee I'll read these. Caveat, I will be bringing my Kindle, which has a couple hundred books on it, I think. So I've still got a crazy selection. But the physical books, I may be driving, but you know, space is still, I can't bring everything with me. So I've narrowed it down to 5. So the first one I'm going to bring with me is Akator. This was my Secret Santa present from the Barb's Bookland Secret Santa, and I'm going to be doing a buddy read of this with Barb herself and Claire, I think. So I'm going to start this. We've said the last week in December, so I can pretty much start at any point, but this is going to be, I'll probably start this like the first book I start when I get down there. So this is the only guaranteed read. Next, I've picked The Poison Heart by Kalyn. I do apologise in advance to any authors who stumble across my channel if I mispronounce your name. It's gonna happen. Sorry. I'm trying my best. So yeah, The Poison Heart. This is by the same author as Cinderella is Dead, which I did read earlier this year, and I quite enjoyed it. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. There were a couple of bits like I didn't fully get immersed into it. I didn't fully connect with the characters, but it was quite well written, and I really enjoyed the concept of it. It was a solid debut, definitely a solid debut. So I'm really interested to see what she does with The Poison Heart. This is basically a contemporary fantasy about a girl who can grow flowers, I think, who inherits an old house and mystery ensues. I don't know, it just sounds really fun. Probably quite a quick read. Again, it's got covers these days, particularly in the YA genre, are just stunning. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful covers are these days? Or right now, we're just going through a beautiful cover period. I'm loving it. My bank account is not. The next one I'm going to bring is, this is the last YA I'm bringing with me, I think, and that is Spin the Dawn, which, I mean, talk about pretty covers. This is, I mean, how do you not want to read this? Just looking at the cover, how do you not want to read this? But from the back of the cover, basically what I've taken away from it is that this is a Mulan retelling, but she goes off to become a tailor instead of a warrior, and there's magic involved. That's all I got from you. Bit of a gender bend, and I adore a gender bend, so yeah, I will probably maybe get to this one. The next one is, this was my Mr. B's book for December. Now, Mr. B's pretty much never do me wrong. I think there's only one book I've gotten from them that I was kind of about. It's still a book, it was still an excellent pick for me. It's a book I would have picked up, but it was one where I just really didn't connect with the main character. I found him wholly unlikable, so I'm not even going to mention it. But yeah, this is it. It is Kings of the Wild. I know this has been doing the rounds on quite a few booktubers. I've read it, giving it rave reviews. From what I can gather, it's sort of like getting the band back together, but with mercenaries instead of musicians. There's a whole bunch of classic rock references throughout it. And it just sounds like it'll be a bit of a I don't know, a bit of a kick of a read. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be slightly different. I'm kind of excited for that. The last physical book I'm going to take is not one I picked for myself. This came with my Box of Stories subscription the other month. I get it every couple of months because I can't read all the books every month. It's too much. I'm not that fast a reader. So yeah, this, and it's a bit different. It's not something I would pick up for myself, so I am really, really curious to see how I'm going to get on with this. And it is Autonomous by Annalee Newitz. And I'm just going to read you the blurb because I don't know how else to describe this book. So, Earth 2144. Jack is an anti-patent scientist turned drug pirate, fabricating cheap medicines for those who can't otherwise afford them. But her latest drug hack has left a trail of lethal overdoses. Hot on her trail is an unlikely pair. Elias, a deadly military agent, and his indentured robotic partner, Paladin. As they race to stop Jack, they begin to form an uncommonly close bond neither of them fully understands. And underlying all of this is one fundamental question. Is freedom possible in a culture where everything, even people, can be owned? I don't know how I feel about this. I'm intrigued. I'm either going to really, really love this book or I'm going to hate it, I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it this Christmas, but I wanted to throw in something into my pile that was just a wee bit different. And this is just, it's definitely different. I know it's still sci-fi fantasy, but there you go. So yeah, these are the books I'm going to be taking with me. I'm going to do a wee follow-up video post New Year. One of the first videos maybe I'll do in the new year to see how much of these I actually read. Like I say, this is the closest you're going to get to a TBR from me, and the only reason I can do this is because I will not physically have access to any other book in my collection other than on my Kindle, and I do generally much prefer the paperback or like the physical book to the Kindle. I sometimes actually struggle to read on my Kindle depending on what the book is. I think that's why I've struggled with Penny Green this time, because I'm really not I need to be physically turning pages right now. Yeah. That's it. Wee channel update, I guess. I've not really been doing my wee weekly wrap-ups the last couple of weeks. Mostly because I feel like I haven't had enough to talk about. I've been doing some reading, but not a huge amount. And I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with those going forward. I might. I'll see how I get on. I'm going to go. I'm thinking about doing sort of like monthly wrap-ups with the occasional sort of like channel check-in in between, when I feel like I've got enough to talk about what I'm currently reading. I'm going to continue with some of my book reviews. I'm going to continue doing a couple of tags. I'm hoping to film, at the very least film, maybe not get it uploaded, it depends. But Rosica over at the Midnight Reader did tag me in the 1001 books tag. I think that's what it was called. The tag based on the 1001 Tales. So I absolutely do plan to do that. The last thing I need to do is actually count how much books I have, because one of the questions is how many books do you own? And I don't know if I can show you. I've got like these shelves. I am sitting on the floor, excuse my laundry, but I've got these shelves here, and then I've got big shelves over there. And then in my bedroom, I've got my Tbr Shelf, which is all the books that I haven't read all of the books on here, but everything on that shelf I've not read, and it's books I've probably bought within the last year or so. And then I've got my physical pile of books I have read, because I do this really weird thing where if I read a book, I won't put it back on the shelf, I'll pile it up on the floor. Because my ultimate goal is that one day I'm going to read my height. I will read enough books that when you pile them up together, they will be 5'3", because that's how tall I am. Tall. So yeah, I have to count all of those before I get that tag done. So I'm hoping to do that tonight or tomorrow night. Because I'm pretty much working from now straight up until Christmas. So we'll see how I get on with that. So yeah, posting will definitely be sporadic over the Christmas period. I usually do all my editing and uploading and everything on my desktop downstairs. I can't really take that with me to my parents. And my laptop is about 7 or 8 years old. So I've never actually tried to do any editing or even filming on it. So I'm going to take that with me and try. So you might get some uploads, you might not. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and get the 1001 book tag done for you guys. So it'll either be posted on Christmas Eve, or I'll try and schedule it for some point in during the Christmas period. And I will try and do some filming. I'm going to try and do some vlogging. If you guys want any of the books that I've mentioned, if you guys want a reading vlog on those, let me know. I think I'll maybe do one for Akatar, just because I know I'm going to be reading it with other people. So that could be quite fun. And yeah, that's a wee TBR channel update for you guys. If I don't post before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas, lovely holiday, whatever you celebrate, whether you don't celebrate. I just hope you have a lovely holiday seasonal time. And I will either see you in the next video, or I'll see you in the new year.